Hey everybody, this is Dim, and today I'm going to show you how you will never have to scan the auction house in World of Warcraft again. Alright guys, so as promised, I'm going to show you how you'll never have to scan the auction house in WoW again. How are we going to do that? Simple. TradeSkillMaster, the absolute best crafting add-on for WoW, actually has a desktop client to go along with it. With that client, what it'll do is it'll actually parse the data from the World of Warcraft auction or remote auction house site using their APIs and pull the data into your machine so that you'll never have to scan it in-game ever again. So it's much quicker, much more efficient, and quite frankly, simple and easy, and I'm all about that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up your favorite web browser and go to TradeSkillMaster.com/TSM app. Now, there are a couple prerequisites in order to get this going. One, you need to create an account on the TradeSkillMaster site, and two, you do have some requirements depending on the features you want in this application, because it does a lot more than just scan the auction house data. You have to have the corresponding add-ons in-game to be able to receive and parse that data if you want. So that's up to you. Like, for example, if you want WoW Auction, if that's a site that you use or you're familiar with, you need to have the TSM WoW Auction add-on as well as your TradeSkillMaster, obviously. Now, the second thing, what you've got to do is from this site, this will show you what you need and where you can actually download the add-ons. And if you guys don't know, you can simply go to Curse and pick up TradeSkillMaster or download it from the site while you're here. After you download the required add-ons, and if you don't have TradeSkillMaster already, check some of my previous videos in this playlist and I'll show you how to set up some of the different features because it's the best, but at first it is really overwhelming. So take a look at my other videos if you want a little help with that. Now, after you go ahead and make sure that you have TradeSkillMaster installed and you have your account created, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and scroll to the bottom, which will give you the installation instruction page. And it'll show you here what you need is a TSM website account and an application key. And you can log in with any of the common services or use your own setup there. That's up to you. So I'm not going to go through that and the account creation process. If you have a Windows machine, you simply click this link. If you have a Mac, click this link. We are on a Windows box, so we'll go ahead and download the TSM app. Alright, and now that we went ahead and downloaded that at cell phone speed, it is a zip file, so you're going to want to go ahead and open it. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to go ahead and extract this to my desktop. So we'll just go ahead and change this to desktop. And we'll show the completed files when done. You can, of course, extract this to wherever you would like. We can go ahead and open that, but before we go ahead and go any further, what we need to do is go into My Account tab on the website, and there's a thing that says TSM App Authentication. Now, from here, you're going to want to name your device, so we'll call this Desktop. And I went ahead and deleted the application completely and unlinked all the accounts, so this looks like what it'll look like when it's new. And click Get Key. I'm going to go ahead and blind this out so you guys don't take my key. Get out of my stuff. And once you get the key that's over here, you just highlight it and copy it because it is a rather large hash. And minimize that, and we'll go ahead and go into the TSM application. The first thing you're going to do is you have to type in your email address, and I'm going to go ahead and blank that out, obviously. And paste your application key. Make sure that you do have the key pasted from the beginning to the end with no spaces. Okay, now that it's loaded up, we're going to go ahead and make sure that our WoW directory is the correct directory. If you have multiple installations on your machine, whether it be PTR, beta, or just different clients installed on your machine for whatever reason, make sure it's pointed to your main one. And these options are strictly personal. If you want it to run on startup, start minimize, or minimize the system tray, I like them all on, so that's fine. Now the next thing is you set the up to 5 servers that you want to parse. So all the crafting videos and stuff that you see is of me on Uther. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Uther and we'll scan. I don't do anything with Horde, so I'm just going to add the Alliance for this side. And I do have other servers, but for the sake of the video, we'll just do one. Okay, so yeah, Uther Alliance, that'll do it. Now, you have some other options that you can go through here. So you have your Auction DB update. And this will show you how far you want to save the data for in the past. Remember, it does take a little bit of data. So if you keep parsing this, you want to be careful with it. So 1 day should be enough. That way it'll save it the previous day's information when it imports into the application. And you just simply enable your server realm. And as you can see, it'll check in 10 seconds. There you go. That's it. It's going to check every 20 seconds or so. It takes up absolutely no resources. or absolutely bare minimum. Now, if you have any deal notifications in game, this is based on TradeSkillMaster add-on, the Deal Finder app. If you have those configured, this is where you can actually set it up and actually notify you of when your items in the deal flag get set off. WoW Auction, if you're familiar with the site, if you care about the site, go ahead and fill in your API key and your other information here. I do have this site, however, I find that the data found on TSM is more than enough for me. The WoW Auction thing is just a bit overkill personally, but that's up to you. And this is if you want to set up a backup of your TradeSkillMaster variables, which I will set up, but I'm not going to do it in the sake of this video, but it's pretty basic. You set up the backup in increments and change it where you want to back it up to. So if anything does happen to your WoW directory, you can just simply restore it from there. And this is also if you want to purge old backups. So if you want to do every, a month old backups, get rid of them if you back them up every day. The accounting and exporting tab will let you export all the data to a CSV if you want to go ahead and monitor the data there. In short, this is all you really need to do. This will prevent you from ever having to log into and scan the auction house again. Again, it does require TradeSkillMaster, so if you do only use Auctioneer, you do need to load the TradeSkillMaster data in there as well. That way it'll populate it and then set your Auctioneer data to pull the auction house data from the TradeSkillMaster app. And you could find that in the Auctioneer sources. But simple, easy, you never have to scan again. The get all scan is great for once every 15 minutes, but you still have to do it, remember to do it, and it can still crash WoW based on the way it interacts with the server. This doesn't do anything except takes the data and replaces it with a text file. It's as simple as you can possibly ask for, and again, you don't have to scan the auction house ever again. So that's pretty awesome, and it updates while you're in game, so that's a good thing as well. And yeah, this is Dim. If you like this video, like, comment, and definitely subscribe. I love hearing from you guys. You can follow me on Twitter @DimDoes, Facebook.com/DimDoes, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!